Welcome back to Marketing Champions here on Daily Ad Brief. I'm Howard Walpup, your host. Again, we are talking about marketing and marketers around the country and great things they're doing for their clients. Today, we are in Lincoln, Nebraska with Natalie Micale of Oh Hello Agency. And Natalie, welcome to our conversation today.
Hi, it's great to be here.
Well, we are glad to have you.
Thanks for having me on.
And we're looking forward to learning more about you and the amazing things you're doing for your clients. But before we get started, you have a really great background in communicating with people, and I'd love for you to share that with our audience of how you got started and eventually started your agency.
Yeah, so it's really been a journey because I got my start in TV news. And 5 years ago, I essentially worked as a local news anchor and reporter. Actually, it was 7 years ago now. Man, time flies when you're in a pandemic. And I worked at a local TV news station in Lincoln, Nebraska, and I loved storytelling and PR and marketing. And I was starting to sense that there was something bubbling inside of me, even at that point, that I wanted to help companies tell stories in a bigger way because of what I was doing there. So I left and went to what's called Evil Empire Creative, a digital marketing agency, and I was there for 2 years. I was the director of business development, and I helped that agency actually get acquired by a bigger agency called Firespring. And one of the problems that I saw there was that so many people were spending thousands of dollars on digital advertising, but they truly were not getting that return on investment because they didn't have a brand strategy underneath their communications. So I started to craft that at Evil. And then when I left Evil to start Oh Hello, I knew that that was the problem I wanted to solve for my clients, was helping them from a brand strategy perspective and making them feel like they had someone on their side to help them tell that great story before they started investing in digital marketing. So that's how I got into the industry. 5 years, 4 years in TV news, 2 years at another agency, and then kind of started freelancing and left that and decided to really build Oh Hello. And now we've got 22 people, and we're international and we're working with brands all around the globe.
That is a fantastic story and really focuses on story itself, because you knew from your experiences that storytelling really is the connection. And there's a lot that can be done with these clients because you're focused on the story and getting that structure beforehand. So what is it that really draws these clients to your agency? What is it that they know they're going to get when they come to you?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. We have a proprietary brand strategy and brand messaging framework that we've built from the ground up. We brought in some of the top consultants in the brand development world to work with us and really craft that framework so that when clients came in, no matter what level they were at, we were able to take them from point A to point Z. So brand positioning, brand strategy, that is really at the heart of what we do. And if we've learned anything in this pandemic, it's that if you don't build a brand that has a flywheel effect on your business and you don't, put a stake in the ground and say, this is what we stand for, your message is going to be completely lost because there are so many people hitting you with ads through digital. So yours has to stand out. But you can't do that unless you go through the process of identifying your UVPs, your buyer persona, really talking to the people you're trying to reach and understanding how to connect the dots emotionally, because people make decisions based on how they feel. So that is what we do at Oh Hello that is so specific and has been really my baby, and the reason that I got into this industry and why I'm so passionate is we have that framework and we help pull that out of clients so that they know brand strategy is at the forefront of everything we do.
And that makes a credible amount of sense in general, but really, I'm sure some great results for your clients because you have that structure. You have a real concept of what you're putting them in front of, into, and the right types of strategy implementations. Now, obviously, marketing evolves over the course of time. What do you see as some of the changes over the next couple of years that your clients should really be focusing on and you'll start to implement with them?
Okay, so this is a interesting topic because I get this question all the time, and there's so many different things when it comes to marketing and advertising. I mean, you look at Facebook making the shift to Meta, and they're changing their targeting parameters, and we work with companies in the health and fitness industry, and that is going to be different even in the next 6 months. I would say from a granular point of view, digital marketing continues to evolve, right? And we do brand development and brand management, and we partner with agencies on the digital marketing front to push out that story that we've told. So from a granular point of view, there are a lot of changes coming up in the next 6 months to a year that you really need to prioritize as far as Facebook and Instagram goes, because they are always changing the way that we market. And the next 6 months, there's going to be some major changes. From a high level, visionary 10 to 15 years point of view, I see the brands who build the relationships with their customers, with their clients, emotionally through their messaging and through taking stronger positioning. And positioning means if someone could do the opposite of your strategy, then you don't have a strategy, right? Really, figuring out how do we loyally pull in loyal customers or clients by actually stating what it is that we are and who we are, and doing the hard work of figuring out what we stand for. That is the biggest change, is that the Gen Zers, the millennials who are, millennials now are getting older, right? They want relationships with brands, and they want to feel like you're listening to them and you're knowing them and you've got a feedback loop. So the brands who are going to be successful in the next 10 to 15 years are the ones who consistently key into what our brand strategy is, how it's evolving and it's living and breathing, and it's almost a real person, and how we're communicating with our customers through our feedback loop to make sure that they have a personal relationship with our brand. I see that, the brands that don't do that and the brands that don't evolve and create that relationship, they will die in the next 15 to 20 years, because Gen Zers are accustomed to that, and they'll be coming up as the new shoppers in the next, 10 to 15 years.
That was really, really well said, very well pictured, and really is a guiding point for your clients as you move forward, because that relationship is always going to be extremely important now and forever, but really moving forward with these generations of shoppers. So we thank you for sharing that, and really thank you for telling your story. You really have a great story and some great experience, and really doing some phenomenal things for your clients at Oh Hello Agency. So really thank you for joining us today.
Thanks so much, Howard. It was a pleasure to be here.
And thank you very much for joining us as well. It really is, when you hire the right agency and they have the right vision for you and are understanding exactly where you should be placed and how your story should be told to your audience, it really helps with what the results you're looking for. So finding an agency like Oh Hello Agency is really important. We have more information on Daily Ad Brief about them. So go out, have a great rest of today, and we'll see you next time on Marketing Champions.